Hi, and welcome to Astro Bites for Tuesday, August the 6th, 2024. Well, let's see what's happening today, because yesterday saw a little bit of a calamitous day in the international stock markets and a lot of money being wiped off a lot of these exchanges. So a little bit nervy and a little bit scary, which is interesting because the moon is in the sign of Virgo. Virgo can be about jitters and anxiety. And Venus, of course, is newly entered into the sign of Virgo. So Venus, of course, can represent finance, money, and things like stocks and shares and everything that was tumbling seemingly out of control yesterday. And of course, Mercury has just gone retrograde. Check out my live stream from last night, Monday the 5th, to find out more about how Mercury retrograde will affect us over the coming month. So at the start of the day, we have Venus, the moon, and retrograde Mercury in a little stellium in Virgo. And so I think we're going to wake up feeling a little bit jittery, a little bit anxious today, and concerned again about the future, whereas we've been able to sit back a little bit over the last few days, or the last few weeks and months actually, because the markets have been quite steady and calm and cool, and not had to get too nervous about it. So what else is happening today that can perhaps help us or hinder us? And I have a word for the day, which I'm hoping will actually help us. So a little bit later in the day, the moon, of course, will come up to make a square to both Mars and Jupiter that are coming ever so closer to that conjunction they're going to form in the sign of Gemini. Let me remind you about their energies. Mars, as we know, is about assertion, energy, activity, aggression, and Jupiter expands everything it touches. It's also about luck and opportunity. And it's in the sign of Gemini along with Mars. Now, Gemini is about communication and about thinking and thought. So forming a square to the moon in Virgo shows me that we will be feeling this anxiety throughout the day because of events that seem to be unfolding in the world and on the world stage, because I think we're going to see another day of tumbles on the market, which is not what any of us want, because it does affect everyone, and a US recession is definitely not what we need. But if it's going to happen, there's not much we can do about it. But what we can do is introduce our word for the day. So the word for the day is patience. And I thought this would be quite an interesting one, because we have this energy in Virgo, which can get us all a little bit wound up. And also in the event chart, it's in the 3rd house, which of course is natally a Gemini house. It's a communication house. It's all about our thinking, overthinking. Mercury rules the 3rd house, and Mercury is currently retrograde in the sign of Virgo. So we are going to be feeling this anxiety today. So what we have to introduce is patience. Because you know what? We've all been here before. And usually and always, actually, it always kind of sorts itself out. And yes, there may be restrictions that we have to put on ourselves. Maybe we can't buy so freely, via online shopping sites. Maybe we can't think yet about splashing out on certain larger bigger items, maybe we have to just rein in a bit and be a little bit more prudent and mindful. But the word patience is exactly what it says and what it means. If we exert patience, if we have faith and get out of our own way with the overthinking, because with the sign of Virgo, we tend to get in our own way and the overthinking comes in, because remember, Mercury not only rules Gemini, but it also rules Virgo. And because it's retrograde, it's saying, slow down, hold on. All is not lost. By the end of August, I feel when Mercury goes direct again in the exuberant and exciting sign of Leo, we will see a positive upturn in what is going to be a rather difficult month, because I feel and fear there are other things that are going to be unfolding this month, especially with some of the energy coming up. And as you know, we have the famous Jupiter-Mars square to Saturn retrograde in Pisces that is ever building and getting stronger, which I will talk about in more depth as we get closer to that event. So I think for today, take it easy. Don't overthink. Don't get in your own way. And you know what? Remember, most of the things that we worry about never actually happen. I'll repeat that because I think it's quite an important point to remember for today. Most of the things that we worry about never actually happen. There we go. That is Tuesday, the 6th of August, our Astro Bite. And please have a wonderful day as much as you can. Don't overthink it. Don't over worry it. And I'll be back tomorrow with another Astro Bite. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.